I am writing a paper on the Affordable Care Act for a political science course that I'm taking here on campus. The first place I would look for information for this report would be Google, just to give me a head start, just basic information about the Affordable Care Act. So I would begin this process by pulling up Google and typing in Affordable Care Act. I use these search terms because it'll just give me the basic information on the Affordable Care Act, maybe the background of how it came about, who signed the policy, all that good stuff. And I chose this first link because it had the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and I know that it was a bill signed by our president, our current president. So I clicked on that one. Just gonna scroll through and see if I see anything that is important that stands out to me that can be used in this paper that I'll be writing. I'm going to save this URL for this current page because it outlines costs, care, and coverage concerning the Affordable Care Act. Copy the URL and I'm going to paste it in Word so that I can go back and find it easily to cite it in my document. And once I get enough sources, I'll save that Word document so that it's easy for me to go back and pull the links back up. And like I said, to actually cite them in my paper. Now I'm going to change one thing in my search. Let's see. I'm going to change it to 2014 Affordable Care Act to see if it gives me different information. I'm going to scroll through once again. I'm going to click on this New York Times article. The title of this one is the Affordable Care Act working? Reading over the article, skimming through to see again if anything stands out to me. I'm going to save this one. It outlines a few questions and then it goes into depth to answer these questions. I'm going to save that one also. Now I'm going to type in Obamacare since it's also known as Obamacare. A lot of people call it that. Let's see if that gives me something different and what the Affordable Care Act brought up. I'm gonna click on healthcare.gov. Alright, this one does not give me much information, so I'm gonna back out. Try a different link. Okay, now I'm going to go to Georgia Southern's homepage and put library. See if I can find any journals or articles using Galileo concerning Obamacare or Affordable Care Act. I'm going to click on the Zach S. Anderson Library homepage. Type in Affordable Care Act in the search box. I'm going to click on full text and scholar peer-reviewed articles. Using Galileo or the library resources will give me more concrete information for my report, more accurate information. And I chose an article in the American Journal of Public Health titled The Affordable Care Act and Emergency Care. I'm going to save this link also. back to my search results, and I'm going to click on the article that's titled Children in the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, Opportunities and Challenges in an Evolving System. And I chose this one because it talks about children, which is very important for parents to know how this will affect their children in the long run. I'm going to save this article because it talks a lot about promoting new payment models, new paradigms for care for children and pediatrics.